Hey all, Kyle here. Quick video on how to install and sort of basically configure the Pseudorandom plugin for Rhino. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to download and install this plugin for Rhino and also how to get the UI basically set up. We're not going to do a rendering today. We'll do that in the next video. We're just going to get things set up. Okay, so to get started, actually, you don't want to start here in Rhino. You want to start over here at accounts.rhino3d.com, and you want to make your way to the licensing page and verify that you actually do have a license for the Pseudorandom plugin. If you do, you should see something like you see here. If you don't, or you're not sure how to get here, please go see the last video I made on licensing. Okay, so assuming that that's all okay, we come back over here to Rhino. And to install the plugin, it's actually quite easy. We're going to use something called the package manager. So to do that, we'll go to the command line and just invoke the command package manager. And then you should see something like this. The first thing you want to do when this appears is tick this little box here called include pre-releases. If that's not already ticked, go ahead and tick it. Because if you don't, you won't find our plugin. Then you can go to the search bar and just type in Pseudorandom. And that should bring up the following. Now, one of these is right, one of these is wrong. I think you can probably guess which one's wrong. You want the one with the cat. You want the latest version. At the time of writing, it is 0.2.1 alpha. Don't use this 0.1 alpha. That is no longer supported. Okay, so all you have to do is click the cat, 0.2.1 or later, and then down here at the bottom right, just click install, and then you'll agree to some stuff. And some more stuff will download, and let's see how if it works. Very good. So you see there's some things that are in the command line, but also you'll see a message here that says, please restart Rhino. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, after we restart Rhino, everything looks the same. Let's go ahead and verify that the installation actually worked. We can do that again at the command line. Just start typing in pseudorandom, and there you go. You get a whole bunch of commands. You might see something slightly different than what I'm seeing, but the important thing is that you see this command, pseudorandom show toolbar, and if you click on that, then you should get this little puppy, at least somewhere on your screen, this little guy, and then we know that the plugin has been installed correctly. That's great. So last thing in this video is just some basic UI setup. The Pseudorandom plugin is a little bit different than other plugins in Rhino, so I'm just going to give you a quick tour and show you where I like to put things. So the UI for Pseudorandom consists, at least at the time of writing, of a main toolbar called the pseudo toolbar, and then 5 supporting panels. The toolbar is intended to be docked somewhere at the top, and all the panels are docked to the right of the Rhino interface. So to dock this toolbar where it's intended, you should grab it not by the tab part here, but rather by this empty sort of part here. If you grab it there, then as you start to roll over different parts of the Rhino interface, you get these sort of blue boxes. And I'm going to choose this one right here to dock it like so, which goes right next to the Rhino standard toolbar thing at the top. And then I'm going to resize like this. And that's how it's intended to be displayed. So I recommend to do something like that. You'll see a render button here in this toolbar. We're going to ignore that for now. We're not going to render today. You also see 5 smaller buttons. If you click each one of these 5 smaller buttons, you will notice that you get another panel that is associated with the plugin UI. We are going to use all these panels eventually, but some of them are really more important than others. So I'm just going to kind of spread them out here for the moment and show you how I like to set things up. So there we go. The first one I'll add in is this one called the pseudo configuration. That one is pretty important. I'm going to grab it again, not by the tab, but by this blank spot, and I'm going to move it over here to make a kind of double panel situation on the Rhino interface to the right. And let's put those like that. There we go. Great. So now we have a whole panel dedicated to Pseudorandom. And then next, I'm going to get the pseudo render toolbar or panel, which is here. I'm going to grab it in that same location, not by the tab, but by the blank spot, and drag it down here to the bottom blue thingy. And that puts it like so. And you can always resize these. And now that's nice and comfortable. I've got 2 different panels stacked one on top of the other. And now we'll place the rest, the materials one. At this point, because I don't want to make a new area of the UI, I just want to make, just want to dock these things together. I'm going to grab the materials toolbar by the tab and then drag it on top of here with the configuration. And you see now I've got two tabs like that. That's exactly what I want. The snapshot also goes up there, again, grabbing it by the tab to make 3 tabs on the top. And then finally the pseudo status, I'm going to put that next to the render thing here on the bottom. So that's a good way to have things as shown here. We've got the main toolbar up at the top with the big render button and the big cat. Below that, 3 tabs with the configuration showing. And then below that, 2 tabs with the render one showing like this. And that's how you're always going to see me use the plugin in the future videos. And so that's how I suggest you do it. All right. Well, thanks for watching. We have successfully installed the plugin and we've set up the UI. In our next video, we'll get things set up a little bit more so we can maybe think about doing our first rendering. Thanks for watching.